Did you get anxiety, by the way, when The Flash ended? Did you get depressed? Did you get anxious? Are you insatiable? Do you have to always work, or do you like the time to?
I did not have anxiety when the show ended. Grant had said many times over, as we said earlier, you sign a 6-year contract. So, and again, as you know, you sign the 6-year contract, but every year it's up to the studio whether or not they pick you up again. So, I had in my head that it would probably be 6 years, and kind of anything beyond that, we just sort of took 1 year at a time. And I think Grant had his struggles and frustrations and, talked many times about being done and ready to move on and things like that. So I never had an expectation that we would go 9 years. And as we were saying before about, you sign a contract and, you say yes. So at a certain point, I was just saying yes to 1 year at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I have a job for 1 more year, and then we'll see what happens. So I don't think I had anxiety when the show ended. I think, the business, as I'm sure you know as well, is in a really strange place right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've been doing this 20 years and I've never seen anything like it. And
Me neither. Yeah.
I really would love a crystal ball just to look and see what the future holds.
Yeah, it's just all up in the air with AI, and just it comes down to, I was watching The Studio, episode 1. I've only seen 2 episodes, but
Yeah, we haven't finished it.
yeah, but the first episode, it's the marketing department that decides. They're like, can we sell this? Will people watch this? Let's do the numbers.
Yeah.
Not passion for something. Not, I love this. This is great. It will find an audience. It's all about money. It's all about packaging. You can't pitch a project to a studio or a network unless you have a package, a showrunner, a great script, a great 5-year treatment, an actress or an actor who brings value. It is so difficult to get something made. And what the ironic thing is that California, Los Angeles, which has always been the mecca for Hollywood, they're not making anything here. How is that possible? It's like not having ice cream in well, I don't know. I was going to give an analogy. It's like not having ice in Alaska. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. And you'd think that they would say, hey, you're going to get the biggest tax break if you make it here. We're going to make it easy for you. I remember when I was just shooting some exterior stuff for my movie, and they were like, oh, if you shoot the Hollywood sign, you have to pay $5,000.
I didn't know.
I go, why? And we had to pay $5,000 to. Unbelievable. That's what they're doing everything in their power to not make you.
Which is so interesting.
Yeah.
Because California, I mean, they seem to have a fair amount of money. I think they had a surplus in the budget a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Maybe things will
from
change.
all the money they took from people photographing the Hollywood sign.
The Hollywood sign. They've made a fortune off that. When you look back, like, you've done so many things. Like, I mean, it wasn't just The Flash. It was like this whole universe. It was Arrow and Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow and all that. I always wonder, are actors paid more, like double their salary for, like, if they cross over?
Oh my gosh. I mean, this was, talk about fights with Warner Brothers. This was one of the first surprises to me. So in Flash's season 1, they did the first crossover, and it was just Flash and Arrow. And it was, I think, Steven, David, and Emily crossed over to Flash, and Grant, Carlos, and I crossed over to Arrow. And the offer to do 2 jobs at the same time, to do the same role, when we guest starred on Arrow, was top of show. So at the time, less than $10,000.
Could you say no?
This was the first inclination of like, oh, to me, because I was like, this is crazy. Like, you hired me to play the role of Caitlin
Top
Snow.
of show, by the way, is not your salary. Is not what you're making on the Flash or whatever. It's saying it's like you're going to be on another show that's going to air,
and you're going to do this job at the same time. You're going to work twice as hard. So you're doing 2 jobs.
We're going to give you a couple grand.
We're going to pay you a fraction of what you're paid to do that job on the Flash. Like, it just was.
That doesn't make sense. If you're going to do that show, they're going to pay you
Mhm.
And the other show was like, no, that's our budget. No, we need,
Yeah.
they have to be, that was the whole thing. It's like, we can't afford that in our budget. So it has to be top of show.
Mhm.
Oh my
So that
God.
was
You
season
cheap
1.
son of a bitches.
And I think
I said it. She didn't.
And, again, when we signed on to Flash, Arrow existed and Flash was a pilot. And at that time, they did not bake crossovers. They didn't put crossovers into our contracts. I think we were the last show that they stopped doing that. I think any other show like Legends or Supergirl or whatever, it was in their contracts that if they crossed over to another show, they would only get a fraction of their whatever. I think, I mean, as years went on, I think that changed more for people like Steven and Grant and Melissa, because, I mean, I know someone who said, no, pay me my salary. And they wrote that person out of the crossovers. They're like, no.
Great. Write me out. I don't have to work as much. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I would have been that guy.
Mhm.
I know I would have been like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do the show that I'm on.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Mhm.
But I don't, what if you don't like that show?
And that's the thing is like, I
don't want to be on that show.
My house was 20 minutes from our Flash set, but the Supergirl set was almost an hour away. And,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever work with assholes?
Sure.
What do you do?